Are you looking for your perfect dream coastal retreat? Maybe something new construction, just minutes to the beach, but yeah, a little bit tucked away from all of the crazy traffic. Well, I am standing here in Blue Heron Retreat by Ashton Woods. It's one of their latest breaking neighborhoods that they've got here. It is technically a little river, but you're sitting just across Robert Edge Parkway, right across the Intracoastal Waterway. So you've got interior lots, we've got villas, we've got 3,000 square foot homes, and we even have waterway lots. So stick around and I'll show you what it's all about. Hey there and welcome. My name's Olivia Laskowski, and if you're new here on my channel, I am a local real estate agent here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with RE/MAX Southern Shores. If you're here on my channel, then maybe you're thinking about making a move here to the Grand Strand. Well, you are in the right place. Here on my channel, we take tours of new neighborhoods, just like this one I'm standing in here, check out new listings, and talk about all things real estate here in Myrtle Beach. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure that you're subscribed. That way you can always see my weekly content. I get calls and emails from folks just like yourself every week that are looking to make the move to the area. So if you're looking to reach out, there is a link below in the description to schedule a call with me. So we're standing here kind of in the middle of the neighborhood. We've got the model right there. That's going to be their parking pad for it. We've got some quick move-ins here at the time of this video. So we've got all single family that's going to start over here. So this is Robert Edge Parkway. As it goes over, it easily connects to Highway 31 into Main Street there in Myrtle Beach. So we do have the waterway here, which we can't really see in this video, but I can get closer. And then we are going to have the amenities that sit there right on the Intracoastal Waterway. We'll go over those a little bit in further detail. And the coolest part, I think, is they have this villas collection. So you can get anywhere from 2 to 3 bedrooms here. They are just all attached. You've got a single car garage, which could be a great option if you're looking to downsize, want great amenities, and a great location. So we're going to take a look inside one of their completed single family homes, and none of the villas are completed at this time. However, hopefully in the next month or so, here towards the end of 2025, we can get inside and take a look. So we're getting closer here towards the Intracoastal Waterway. So again, for perspective, we've got the Robert Edge Parkway, which cuts you over right there into Main Street in North Myrtle Beach. And then here we've got the waterway. So where I'm standing right here is going to be more the amenity center, but going all the way down and behind me, you have options there for waterway lots. So current pricing on their largest model with all the bells and whistles and upgrades, you're sitting around right at $920,000. So there is a potential for you to get in here on the waterway, pick and choose your finishes and structural options, all for under $1 million. Here's a good overview we're going to kind of look through on the Ashton Woods website here at Blue Heron Retreat. So this is going to have a lot of really good information to begin with. It's going to be able to show you all of the floor plans, the home sizes, and then some renderings of the future amenity center. So they have the 2 different collections. They have their single family homes, that is their Oasis series, and then they have their townhomes, which is their villas collection. What's nice too is you can stay up to date on lots too that are selling. So right here is a general overview of the community. So what is orange is a quick move-in, and then the dark gray ones are already sold. So you're going to see here that they have about 60 lots here on the Intracoastal Waterway. In the video, I was standing right here showing you the view this way. So this section over here and along the waterway is going to be their single family homes. And all of this going this way is going to be their villa collection. So there's actually more villas than there's going to be single family homes. And since we couldn't get into a villa, I am going to show it to you here on their website. So you can do a single story, 2-bedroom, or you can do a 3-bedroom, 2-story. So there are some options here. So this is the floor plan regardless. You have the option to do a study instead of that 2nd bedroom. They can do an extended patio, or they can screen in that porch for you. And you are going to get a sidewall off the side just to give you some privacy from your neighbor, and that would be maintained by the HOA. So you could do the stairs to the second floor, and then it adds a tiny little loft area, a good sized bedroom, and also the third bathroom. So some of these optional windows that you see are things that you can add to your home during the design process. Obviously, these would have to be on an end unit if you were looking to add extra windows. And then taking a look over here at the Palermo. So this is actually the model that they have on site and the one that we're going to take a walk through. So that flex room can change into a study if you would like. And it's called a scullery, which is the word I've been looking for all day. I like to think of it as like kind of like a butler's kitchen. But adding that, there is that cut through that pantry that we'll see. So you get all this extra cabinet space, and then you don't have that room as another wasted room if you don't really have any plans to use it. Not too many structural changes though. On the second floor, they can make that a fifth bedroom instead of the little loft space. And then everybody's favorite is upgrading that primary shower just to a big, large walk-in. So like I said, there are different collections. So scrolling down, you'll see the collections that they offer here in Blue Heron. So if you click on any of them, they'll kind of show you a brief overview of what they look like. So you've got this backsplash, this flooring, white colored cabinets, and the quartz countertops. They do have a hands-on design selection in their on-site sales office, just so you could see it all in person. So even if you really like those grays, there's still an option with the gray cabinets. And then in the model, they have it shown as their sapphire collection, which has that dark navy blue, which is really kind of trendy, that and some greens lately, just kind of giving it a little bit of a coastal feel. But you can play around with the different floor plans. This is their Santorini, another 2-story home they have. And it just kind of gives you an idea of what you could possibly do for options. So this one, you can do an optional fireplace here. You can do open railing, add some extra windows. Upstairs, they have the option to do a 2-story porch off of the primary bedroom. Same thing, you can change your bathrooms, but just kind of gives you a basic overview of what you might be able to change throughout the building process. This here is showing you a good mock-up of what those amenities are going to look like after completion. So going down, that was kind of that path I took y'all on, and it's going to have a little day dock here, so you can always park your boat, go back to your house, and then come back out. You do have the pool that sits here on the ICW, as well as some pickleball courts. They've got the open air pavilion too, with some restroom facilities, and it's also going to double as a mailbox area as well. So overall, it's going to be really nice once it's completed, hopefully sometime in 2026. Hey y'all, we are standing here in the Palermo floor plan, just under 3,300 heated square feet. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. Got this awesome garage too that I'm going to show you. So let's take a look. First off, we've got this beautiful window here to add in so much extra natural light throughout the house. But I'm going to flip it around so I can show you some too. So immediately walking in, we've got this huge space here. You can use it as maybe a reading room, a second living room, but you've got some awesome and natural light that is just coming through. Here we've got the stairs to go up, which we'll check out there in a little bit. Plenty of storage here though. We've got this really deep closet that goes all the way underneath the stairs to really help maximize. And then, so this area can be more of a formal dining room. They have an option too, where you can close this off with some double doors, and there's an entrance right here through the pantry, and it's almost kind of like a butler's pantry. It's got full of shelves and cabinets. Really great option if you need more space. Oversized powder room here on the first floor, and you've got this big drop zone area, so you could build a huge drop zone there if you would like, some built-ins. And then this is a really awesome feature that I think is pretty cool. So you've got your standard 2-car garage right here, but on this side they did a tandem area, so you can actually fit a third car in there if you want. If you need a lot more storage, you can do that too, or fit a golf cart. Plus, we've got 10-foot ceilings here on the first floor. So you've got so much overhead space in here that you can add all sorts of shelving, that hanging garage storage, anything you really need just to maximize. Here we've got the grand kitchen. So this one is just the standard kitchen. It's not upgraded with the wall oven into the gourmet. So you've got your slot for your refrigerator, pantry, and then kitchen here. So this is one of their coastal collection, I think it's called, of their curated designs. So there are 7 to choose from. Each has a different feel. They've got some with the dark navy cabinets. They've got some with the light gray, little beige. So you have 7 different packages to choose from if you do choose to build. This is the living room here. It is huge. So there's an option to add in an electric fireplace there if you would like. But you've got plenty of space. You can make that a TV wall, that one. Lots and lots of options here in this home. Then we're going to take a look upstairs. So here we've got carpet on the stairs. However, you can upgrade so it can match kind of like the LVP flooring throughout. So we do have our first bathroom here. Just have your little prefab tub shower insert. You can always do an upgrade too if you build and choose to do more of a custom tile look. Here we have our first bedroom. It's going to be the smallest of them all. I think it would double as a perfect office. Plus you've got the door to get outside here. So we've got an awesome view of the neighborhood from this top patio. And then back along right here is going to be where the waterway is. This is going to be one of the guest bedrooms. So this one's very interesting style. I haven't seen a builder really do something like this. We do have our closet. So it's a Jack and Jill style bedroom, but you've got your own vanity on your room side. So you're not sharing a vanity. However, just the the toilet and the shower are what are connected here in the middle that you would have shared access to. So over here on this side, this bedroom has their own vanity, which is pretty cool. This room's going to be a little bit bigger. You need a little bit more space. And then this is what I'm going to call the third living area. It's really good loft space. You can do it as a kid's playroom. You can do it as a gym, whatever you want. You've got tons and tons of space to really make all your own. Nice feature too is to have the laundry up, which is great since all of your bedrooms are up, so you don't have to haul all of your laundry up and down the stairs. And then lastly, we've got the primary, which has a huge open wall for the bed. You've even got access outside to your own private patio. So nice little area too if you just want to come out and sit. And then lastly, we have the master bathroom. So you do have the option here to do a huge walk-in shower. So you would lose this closet right here, but that is a-okay because you don't have to worry about cleaning shower doors. We've got vanity here, got a double vanity, and then also a huge walk-in style closet. You have your tech panel in here, but it goes all the way around. And honestly, if you did a double stack of the racks here, you would have more than enough space for all of your clothes. Let me know your thoughts on this community and if you would like any additional information. This is that incredible waterway view that is here if you desire. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week in our next video. We'll see ya.